Hi everyone, good morning, happy Monday. It's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I hope I am live. Oh, it seems that I am live. Yay! Um, Again, happy Monday. It's Marcy Denning here, Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Strathroy, Ontario, Canada, and I want to welcome you to my Monday morning live. I hope you all had a fabulous weekend. And yesterday, celebrating all the special dads in our lives. We had a wonderful day. So please say hello when you're join me. Again, I cannot see the comments on my iPad, so I will have to wait till afterwards to be able to respond to you. Unfortunately, Facebook still hasn't figured that little glitch out. There's something going on, but at least I can now do my, I can at least start right away and not have to start and stop. Okay, so just a couple things reminding that the July Paper Pumpkin subscription is now open. It's called The Adventure Begins. It looks like it's going to be a fun outdoor type of kit, which is going to be awesome for campers and outdoors people who love to be outside. So there is that. Over the Border with Di and Marcy. Our virtual fall social is September 25th. We have both sent out emails now. Diana Gibbs in the United States and me, Marcy Denning, here in Canada. It is Saturday, September 25th, and it is a virtual event through Zoom, and it is from 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 7 p.m. in the evening for us here in Ontario. All the information is over on my blog, or you can contact me to ask for more information. Okay, so today we are creating with the wildly adorable stamp set that can be found on page 55 of your annual catalog. This set is so sweet with the cute littles, as I like to call them, in their little animal onesies. I had to create a couple special cards because both my sons friends had babies. My younger son Connor, well, he's the middle child. His friend Nick just had their second baby. They already have a little girl, Ava, so now they have a little boy, Elwood. So I needed to create a card for him. And then Damon, my oldest, his friend David and his wife, they just had their very first little baby girl. So I had to create 2 cards to send to them. These boys have been in our life forever. Connor and Nicholas have been friends since junior kindergarten. And then Damon met David in grade, I think, 4. So a very, very long time. They're part of the family. So, of course, I had to create a card for each of them. So we are also using the basic border dies. Oh my goodness, guys. These dies are fabulous. Page 162 of the annual catalog. They are fabulous. They really add so much to your project. So this is the stamp set. Basic border dies. Oh, and as well, I'm using the Give It a Whirl dies, just the little heart, the stitched heart from it. So I'm using this one here. This is the die that I'm going to be using. And let me move this stuff out of the way. And here we have our little boy card. Okay, I'm looking up. Amy, you can't hear me. Oh no. Can you hear me now? I'm on my tippy toes to see my camera view. Oh, please tell me that I've got sound. When I can't see comments unless I'm standing on my tippy toes. Yeah, I can't see your comments. So you can hear me, Monica? Okay, yay. I thought, oh no, am I going to have to stop and start all over again? Okay, so this is my cute little boy card that uses the soft succulent. Look at that little face. It's so sweet. And I gave him some rosy cheeks. Now this is soft succulent, and then some of my basic white crinkle seam binding ribbon. And I colored it with my dark So Saffron blend. When you've got Stampin' Blends, you can make whatever color ribbon you need, because we don't have So Saffron ribbon, and I didn't want it to be. We do have the Bumblebee gingham ribbon, but that would, I thought, would clash with my DSP here. So you can see here's my little border. So super cute. And then the offcut from that piece I have used on the inside. I'll show you the little girl one at the very end. So let's get started. I've already got all of my pieces cut. So I've got my base, like I said, is soft succulent. This is my insert piece. Move that to the side. Then we've got So Saffron, basic white, and then this is from the Pansy Petals. I think it's Pansy Petals. The designer series paper. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to cut that down. And then there's my little stitched heart. The layering circles, the scallop, and the just the straight circle. And this is the thick basic white because I'm going to be coloring with my Stampin' Blends. And my Stampin' Blends I'm coloring with are Baby's Hair is Light Crumb Cake. Then we've got our light and dark petal pink for the skin tone, the inside of the ears, the little rosy cheeks. The onesie is the light and dark, so soft succulent. Light Pool Party I did around to give a little bit of a shadow there, and went around just to make my little guy pop off the page. And then the feet of the onesie are the light gray granite. So let's stamp our little cutie patootie. Oh, and my sentiment is stamped in So Saffron. So let's stamp this cutie patootie first. And when it's a bigger stamp, this will fit on a D block. However, I like to, when I'm stamping on something that is fairly small, I like to use a larger block so that I can see all the way around it, because otherwise, if it's right at the edge, I find it hard to see the edge when I'm trying to center it on a smaller piece of cardstock. That's just me. You don't have to, but see, when it's larger like this, I can now see all the way around it, and my edges are not blurred by that edge of the block. All right, giving it a little press. And there we have our little adorable baby. Okay, we're going to set that aside for just a moment. And we're going to bring in our designer series paper. Get that out of my way. And my scalloped stitched border die. And we need, because this is 4 by 5 1/4, the mini Stampin' Cut and Boss machine is not wide enough, so we need this one. We need the regular Stampin' Cut and Boss machine. All right, and if you look at my cutting plate, which is very marked up, you will see there's a sneak peek. I'm working on a Christmas in July class. So I was doing some die cutting on Friday. All right, so when you're doing this, you're gonna need some kind of a tape. And I'm kind of like counting that 2 lines is what I'm going to be cutting off. So, and then I want to make sure that my, count my scallop bumps. So we've got 3 on this side. That's too many because there's not enough on this side. So to make sure that you're fairly even, I find if you count your bumps, so that is, let me flip this so I can see better for the moment. So, all right, so 2 1/2, that's too many. So just scooch it over just slightly. So we look like we're fairly even there. So we just need to make sure that that is right up against that line. So I'm using the line here at the bottom. Once I tape this, I can lift it up to show you. I'm using that line across the bottom there in the pattern so that I can be sure that I am fairly straight. So if I bring that up to show you a bit better. So if you use your, if you've got a pattern on your designer series paper that you're cutting out of, if you use that as your guide to make sure that you are fairly straight and fairly centered, you're going to have much more success. All right, so we're going to just put this in carefully. Let's move this over. I'm holding so that it doesn't jump at all while I feed it through. There we go. Get that out of the way. And, all right, so now we just take this off and slowly so that you don't rip your paper. So there is our nice edged piece of designer series paper. And then we have this lovely strip here that we can take my insert piece. See, that's the right size. So all I have to do is find my little mini guillotine cutter. Don't lose that heart. Don't want to have to cut another one like I did the other day when I was showing you Brad's anniversary card. So I'm just lining this up on my mini trimmer here and holding it, and I just want to snip off that. There we go. So I'm not wasting really hardly anything. And this now can go on the inside of my card to decorate it up. Okay, so set this aside and let's bring in our little baby and our blends. Okay, we're going to start with the face and the hands, so I'm going to color in. I know watching somebody color with blends is not always the funnest thing to do, but if I did it all ahead of time, what would be the fun in that? Okay, so now when we're going around the hairline, it's a little tricky because we don't want the baby to have pink hair. We had quite the rain this morning. It started, I don't know, around, at 3 o'clock I know it was raining because I was awake then. And then about around 4-ish. Okay, this is the ear here on the other side. At least that's what I'm thinking. It was thundering and lightning. All right, so then we're going to come in with our dark, and because the hoodie here is going to cause a little bit of shadow in baby's hair, so we're just coming in and adding a little bit around the edges. That ear is going to be just slightly pinky, darker pinky as well, and then there, those little chubby fingers, just love little chubby baby fingers, those little chubby dots. And then of course we need some rosy cheeks, but then we're going to come in again and we are going to just go around that line so that it's blended out a bit. We don't want it quite so harsh. And then same with the little chubby hands. Okay. Now we need to do just a smidge in here. Baby bunny ears would be a little darker at the base. And then we're going to just bring that up. And there, our skin tone is all done. So next we are going to, let's do the feet of the onesie. Doesn't take too awful long to color this stuff in. I'm not going to be doing tons of shading or anything like that. All right, so I'm taking my light soft succulent and coloring in ears, starting up here. Had to look because it seems awfully dark, but okay, so this Friday night I have my stamp camp. I am so super excited for that. My away ladies, you should be getting your packages starting, I would say starting tomorrow, depending on how far they have to go. Now the Stampin Blends were not orderable. A whole bunch of the in colors, the new in colors, this one that I'm using here. However, they did come back, but then a few of them were back on low inventory. So things like that, when it's brand new, I always suggest that if it's something that when you're looking at that catalog and you're thinking, oh, I think I might like that, you should be getting it right away if there's something in particular you're wanting to use it for. Otherwise, because COVID is still wreaking havoc on our manufacturing and shipping, it's a worldwide thing. It does take longer. We just have to have patience. But if it is something that you want and you know right away, as soon as it's released, I would be getting it ordered. And I also want to remind you about the January to June mini catalog is coming to an end. There's already a bunch of stuff sold out. So if you haven't gotten what you want and it's still available, I would totally be doing that sooner rather than later. So, okay, almost done with the layer of the light. And then all I'm going to do is come in with my dark and just in a few areas add that little bit of shadowing depth to it. All right, so and the designer, the creator of this set has given us shadow lines already where it's creased in that for us to know that you could add a bit more there, type of thing. You want to be careful. You don't want to oversaturate because that's when you get that bleeding happening. So I'm not going crazy bananas. I'm just adding little bits here and there. You could do more if you wanted, but okay. And I'm just going to come in with my light. Blend that out. Okay, just about done. When I'm done here, my blog post is not going to be quite ready. I took the weekend off because we did our Father's Day golf early. We had that round on Saturday. We were gone quite a long time. And then yesterday being Father's Day, we visited my dad, we visited Brad's dad. I made homemade burgers for dinner and Caesar salad, so I was cooking, and we had apple pie as well as ice cream sundaes. So I was not down here at all to do my blog post. So it's going to be late, guys. But it is coming. So it'll have all of the measurements, all of the product links in case you're wanting to purchase any of that from my online store. Okay, so there we've got just about done. All right, so baby is got a bit of shadow underneath him. And then I'm just going to come, you could do this with any color. A gray, a brown. I'm just sticking with the blue as I used gray on the little foot pads. I just find that this makes that image pop off the page a bit more. And then I'm going to grab my color lifter and just soften that line along the outside. All right. And speaking of catalogs, guess what's coming very, very soon? The holiday catalog. Now that's not what the Stampin' Up! Is now calling it, but I will forever call it the holiday catalog. Us demonstrators get to order from it July 1st. So I will be sending out catalogs. The mailing selector is now open, but I don't use this mailing selector. I used to, but I like to pop in any upcoming classes that I might be having, or paper share information. I usually like to do a paper share for the designer series paper so that you get a little bit of all the new papers. I don't include the returning favorites. That's something that Stampin' Up! Has started doing, is bringing back a favorite from the holiday catalog. So that's never included, but that kind of stuff I like to include. So if you have ordered with me in the last 6 months, you're automatically going to be getting a catalog. If you have not ordered from me in the last 6 months, if you get an order in sooner rather than later, I would be happy to send you a catalog in the mail. You can also message me. I just ask that if you are shopping with another demonstrator, please ask them for your copy of the catalog, as it does cost money to, they're not free for us. We have to pay for them as well. If I have to mail it out to you, that costs money as well for shipping. All right, so we are going to take, and because I'm visual, I'm going to lay this on here, exactly how it's going to sit. Have that nice and straight. And I am going to take and lay all my pieces so I know kind of exactly where I'm going to be stamping my sentiment. All right, so this is, I can see that's slightly crooked. There we go. Lining it up right there. So sweet. Okay, so now we can start gluing this together. I find it easier to have the larger piece rather than piecing together scraps to put this, lay this on. I find it's easier just to cut a full sheet of the Whisper White and then just lay this on top. Flip it over to make sure that I am even. Nothing is hanging off and I'm good. And I know I want to put my heart right here. Straighten that up. Whoop. Little, just there we go. Okay. Lovely. And that's why I like my liquid glue. It gives me a few more moments to make sure that that is stuck down nice and straight. If it's not, I could have a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, now this to the front. Just layering it up. I love the way the soft succulent looks with the So Saffron. Such a pretty color combination. Okay, so now we're going to take and put a little bit of glue here. Again, flipping it over so that I can see that we are even. Open it up. And if you are watching the replay on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss any future videos from me. So my Baker's Twine is from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. We still have the snail mail twine in the I think we still have it. I shouldn't say that we do. I think we still have it. The snail mail twine from the January to June catalog. That is the Blushing Bride and the white. Okay, so I know I want to go diagonally from the left side down to the baby's hand on the right side. So I'm flipping it over. And I've given myself more than I need. As you can see, I've got it flipped like that. So I'm just going to see if that's, oh, wrong way. It needs to be at the top, but you can also, if your ribbon, if you can get it to kind of stay, you can also, because I've already got my tape on there, you can also do it this way. The beauty of the silicone craft sheet. So there we have that, and then we can just kind of pull these tails down just slightly so that it's kind of the same orientation that we want. Lift it up, flatten that down, take my ribbon scissors and give that a haircut, and then I'm going to take a glue dot. I find it's easier to do it this way. You know me and my glue dots, I do love them. So I'm just gonna roll this one up and stick it right here so that when I am taking my twine, giving it a little bit of a pull to straighten it, wrap it around here, and then tie it so that it hits that glue dot. And now I'm not worrying about, I'm able to take my hands off and take my time making sure that my bow is good, secure. It just gives me that extra little few moments to fuss with it, right? Okay, then we just have to trim our tails. Okay, and now we need some dimensionals for the back. And because this is the crinkle seam binding ribbon, it is so thin, it's not going to add any extra bulk when I put that dimensional over top of it. And yes, I'm going crazy bananas with my dimensionals. I do like them. I just want to make sure that it is not going to sink. We don't like any saggy middles. And last one. And this is going to go over to the left side of my card front, up just a bit. And there we have our cute little baby boy card. All right, now, so this is our little boy that we just created. There's my one that I had before. And now here in Fresh Freesia and Gorgeous Grape is my little girl card. What do you guys think? So sweet. And because we have the Gorgeous Grape ribbon in the mini catalog. Did this carry over? I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so there's, we've got a boy card and a girl card. Super sweet and adorable. Fairly quick and easy, other than the coloring, which, you know, it's faster for you to color when you're not having to reach over and have your camera in the way. Okay, I'm just seeing that I'm only 10:38, so hey, I've done not too awful bad. I see I'll have to come back and look for comments, like I said, because of course I cannot see what it is, what you're saying, because of, unless I'm on my tiptoes and I have to scroll up. I will reply to all your comments once I'm done here. I wish Facebook would figure that out. I do apologize. I did YouTube live and it was fabulous. I loved being able to comment with and to chat with everybody, reply to your comments right away. We'll see. I may have to go Wednesday night. I may go live on YouTube instead of Facebook, because I do like to chat away with you guys. So let me know in the comments if you would like me to go live on Wednesday night on my YouTube channel instead of here on my Facebook, so that we can chat away. So that's it for me today. Have a fabulous day, guys. I'm going to go register for my second vaccine. I'm now eligible because I had my first on May 6th, so they have just opened up the, if you had your first vaccine by May 9th or before, you can get your second vaccine. So I'm going to get Brad and I booked for that. So yay, one step closer to a little bit more normalcy. So have a fabulous day. Don't forget to comment to let me know if you'd like me to go live on YouTube on Wednesday night at 6:30 instead of here on Facebook. And we will do what the majority wants. So I have Wednesday. I already have it figured out, so I'm looking forward to it. So I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.